Hi! Okie doke, so today is a pretty exciting day for me because, well, basically, yesterday was a disappointment of a day, today was a glorious day. The reason yesterday was a disappointment was because all over my Twitter there were lovely tweets from lovely bloggers who I love to chat to, have a little chit chat, have a little, little makeup community. And all their tweets said, yay, my Birchbox just got here. And my Birchbox did not get there. I was green with envy. And also what makes it even more frustrating is a girl at work, one of my colleagues, she's absolutely lovely. She sits sort of just opposite me. She got her Birchbox and I was like, why? It's pretty distressing. You're just gonna have to take my word for that. Anyway, so today, hoorah, lovely little orange boxy with a label on saying to the fabulous Charlie Dwyer. And I thought, well, whoever sent me this, you'd bang on. I am fabulous. Of course. Yay! So it's my lovely pretend cardboard jewel encrusted treasure. I'll get rid of this orange business. Right, okay, so this month's box is in collaboration with Seeya Webster. So very glamorous looking. Got a little card here with all the bits and bobs written on. I already knew what I had because I have seen people online. I know they exist. I've seen them. The ones who can wait and let it be a surprise what they're getting. I can't. I am unable to do that. So let's just go through, see what I've got here. So first thing up is this. So Eslaw Firming Collagen Day Cream, £50 it's worth. I mean, this might not be full size, but I mean, good lord, that's a pricey product there. So, oh sorry, I haven't even showed it to you. So it comes in this really cute little vessel. I love the smell of this, and it's going to sound so weird. The smell reminds me of my nan. I guess a mixture of the soap she used and the perfume she wore. It's just really, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, wow, it took me straight back. But it's a lovely smell, really lovely, really sort of, oh, I'm going to get in there again, sorry, excuse me. I don't know, somewhere between talcum powder and soap, a lovely, homely, friendly, warm smell. Lovely. Anyway, obviously I should be telling you about the product, not about how it smells or what it looks like. So God, I've opened this 4 times now. Let's do a little dabberoo. Feels like a cream. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I obviously can't tell you how well this works now because it's a day cream. I'll need to wear it for at least a day before I can tell you anything. If this hand looks 10 years younger tomorrow, you will be hearing from me. I'll be all over Twitter. #younghand @CharlieShadow. Keep your eyes peeled. Next up, Electric Hair Electric Hydrate Shampoo. Given the amount of frizz going on in my hair, I think most people probably assume my hair is already electric, but ooh, I've spilt some. God, this... That reminds me of reminds me of having a wet shampooy nose. Sorry, I can't stop just sniffing everything, literally at work. My friend got, she doesn't get Birchbox, she gets something else. I forget what, but she posted on it she did a blog post on it the other day and I retweeted it. She is my friend May. But she got something the other day and I said, oh, can I have a look? And I opened it, just sniffed it. It was like an eyeshadow pencil or something, but I had a lot of sniff. Couldn't stop myself. Ico Fat Eye Stick, which is this little doodah. I've got the colour Smoke, which it's really difficult to show, but I'm gonna do big smudgy, ignore these lines here. It's sort of a smoky, it looks smoky grey, but there's actually a sort of a blue shift in there. And this I just sense will be perfect as a base for blue eyeshadow, grey eyeshadow, even maybe silver, just to darken it up at the base there. And I'm actually going to do a little something with this at the end of this video. So stick around, buddy. Next up, Benefit. It was the Benefit Christmas cracker, but I pretty much destroyed this when I got it earlier because I was so excited to get a sample of HOWDY because I've never tried it before and I've always wanted to, and every time I'm near Benefit when I'm down the shops, I forget. I always forget about it, and then I'm like, oh man, why didn't I go and try it at the Benefit stand? So you can't really see it, I don't think, but I'll shift my hand around anyway just in case. It's sort of here. Really subtle, like rather than shimmery, almost like a pearlescent sort of a look, which I like because it's a little bit more understated. It's not like shiny face. No one wants a shiny face. No one wants a shiny face. Right. Trilogy certified organic rosehip oil. A tiny little bottle. This reminds me of the little bottle in Alice in Wonderland, and it's like, drink me, and then she drinks it, and then she's tiny. Or big, I forget which. But, I mean, it's like a good quality little container there. With this little, is it a dropper or a pipette? It's a pipette, isn't it? What's a dropper? Clearly I don't know. All I can smell is that cream on my hands, so I don't think that smells of anything, but I can't be sure. So it says, a fine blend of pure rosehip oil for when your skin is in need of some extra nourishment. My skin is often in need of extra nourishment, especially here. They're very, very dry. And around my nose as well. And I have been using the Kiehl's cream, which seems to be somewhere else, which I love. I love that ultrafacial cream. It's really made a huge difference. I used to get almost like dandruff looking skin here, really, really unpleasant. I am on the lookout for other products because, you know, you can't just use the same thing forever. So, I mean, I'm going to give this a little whirl and see how it goes, because Kiehl's actually make a sort of, I think it's like a lavender-based oil. What's it called? Like Midnight Recovery or Midnight Miracle? Midnight Recovery? I'm sure it's called Midnight Recovery. It comes in a little purple bottle. It's very pricey. Full size of this is $16.50. So it's significantly cheaper than the Kiehl's one. So I've tried the Kiehl's one. I had a couple of samples of the lady one. I bought the face cream. So if this works as well as that oil, then winner, quite frankly. Right. And there's also, I mean, it's gonna help. Oh, there's like a little flap. Okay, so this is like a little, I don't like that smell. It's like, it smells like a new shoe. You know what I mean? So it's a little purse. Apparently, this is worth £25. But I mean, it's a cute little extra. I'm not gonna. I hate when people are ungrateful for stuff they get that they wouldn't have thought of buying themselves. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Maybe for putting things like high beam. Like, I mean, I realise it says it's a purse, but you know, pretty much anything that will hold things to me translates as carrier of makeup. So, you know, I can put a little eyeliner pencil, all sorts of magic can go in here. Right, last product up. There's a reason I've left it till last. I am often excited when I see that my Birchbox has a nail varnish. I'm a total nail varnish junkie. I love them. Hello. Model's Own Velvet Goth in Absinthe. About 3 or 4 days ago, before I knew what was in my Birchbox anyway, I had said to my friend, oh, do you know what, I really want to do some Christmas nail art, but I don't have any green nail varnish. I want like a green sparkly one. Hello, this guy. Right, so, very weird. So it's got this little velvet cap, bit difficult for me because I actually don't like touching velvet. So I'm just like, trying to open it. A matte green nail varnish with sparkles. Basically, my ring finger I've left as it is. The other fingers I put a glossy top coat over. Oh gosh, it's not focusing, is it? Well, maybe you'll just have to take my word for it. The top coat I put on, which is, to be honest, actually makes this so pretty. Be perfect for Christmas nail art. is the Nails Inc Kensington Caviar Top Coat, which but you know what, I really love this nail varnish on its own without a top coat. It's so pretty. I mean, I did both because I wanted to try them out. I knew that I wanted to show you what it looked like on the nails. There's nothing that annoys me more than when I watch, well, not, I understand why people do it. They want to, you know, share what they've got in their Birchbox, but I think, well, what's the point? Why don't you show people what it looks like? So I put this on at work, which is why it's a complete mess and I've got it all over my fingers. But I put this on at work earlier, pretty much as soon as I got the Birchbox, because I wanted to say to you guys, hey, I got this. If you're thinking maybe I'd like to buy that, this is what it looks like. Because what's the point in showing off all these things? Like haul videos I've never really understood, because I just think this is just a procession of things. You're not showing me what they do. You're not telling me much about it. You're just saying, look at all these things I've bought. And I personally, I think that looks a little bit like you're just showing off. I mean, if I buy something really exciting, I'm probably going to tell you about it. But I'm also going to have a good look at it with you and say, hey, look, this is the thing I like about it. Swatchy, swatchy, swatchy. In that vein, I want to show you some things you can do with this. The fun part for all of us is that I actually haven't used this except on my hand. Yeah. So we'll see how this comes out. But things you could pair it with. Now, May, who I was telling you about earlier, I will put her Twitter handle up here. Lovely Maisie. She is a fashion blogger. Her blog is really funny and it's lovely. I mean, she's absolutely lovely, and her fashion sense is unparalleled. But she said to me earlier, I know you love Urban Decay. I don't know how she knew, but she's a clever girl. But I think you should show more sort of high street products. And she's right, I should show more high street products because there are lots that I love. So I said you could use this as a base. Here are some things you might want to use it as a base for. I'm going to choose one of them. I don't know which one yet. This is a Barry M Dazzle Dust. So there's the Barry M. And sorry, what's come over me? On camera you can really see the difference between them actually, but up close there's a glitter in this Dazzle Dust, just probably the dazzling part of the dust, I imagine. Some other things you could pair it with. So you got your Barry M Dazzle Dust, which being Barry M, super cheap. I got this quite a long time ago now. I have no idea how long, but cheap because it's Barry M. But it's in this nice little, possibly plastic, possibly glass, who knows, container. Very lovely. Loose powder, so a little bit messy, a little bit of control needed, but lovely product. Next up, more dazzly things. These, good lord, I've had them forever. But these are Collection 2000 Dazzle Me. I think they still have similar products to this, but I think they're packaged differently now. As a sign of how long I've had these. Literally ridiculous how long I've kept these. Collection 2000, make lovely, shiny, shiny. These have kind of, if I remember right, like a satin finish. They've also got this. This isn't technically blue, it's more turquoise, but it's number 17. This is lovely, what's it called? Viva Diva. So boots number 17, little turquoise. I love a turquoise eyeshadow. And the next one I'm going to show you is part of the reason those unfortunate Collection 2000 Dazzle things haven't seen the light of day for a while. So it's from the Body Shop. Oh, beloved. This is the Shimmer Cubes Palette 22, and I love it because it's got, like, you could, in theory, build the entire eye around this. I mean, you probably need like a transition of some kind, but in fact you might be able to get away with just using these. So I like this because it's got 4 little colours in there, but they all come out individually, and you've got these little, oh, look how small that is. My eye is bigger. Little tiny cubes of loveliness. And I really like these, and I'm feeling like I might use these with the eye pencil. Oh god, I've forgotten how to talk because I'm so excited about the tiny little things. Right, business time. Business time. If you've seen Flight of the Conchords, you'll know why business time isn't appropriate for what I'm about to do. Right, so I've already primed my eyes. I didn't use the Urban Decay primer today because I've been quite Birchboxy mood today. So I have used my Benefit Stay Don't Stray that I got I was going to say a couple of years ago. God, a couple of months ago. So I'm going to take this. Right, in the outside of my eye. Bear in mind I haven't used this before, so if I make a pig's ear of this, I really don't want you to judge me. For anybody who's thinking what fabulous taste in music you have, I'm really enjoying all that background noise, then thank you. I'm listening to the Glee Christmas album. It makes me very happy. In a minute, you're almost guaranteed that a song will come on that I know all the words to and that I love. And of course, then I'll join in. Sorry in advance about that. So, I use my ring finger to just... Right, so it doesn't look too pretty right now, but we're gonna fix that. So we just want to blend out that edge so we haven't got a big solid old line. For anyone who doesn't know this, whenever you're doing any sort of poking around in your eyes, you want to try and use your ring finger. The reason for that, well, it shares a tendon with this finger, which means it hasn't got the same strength as these two guys. I'm holding up 3, but ignore him. And it means you're not pressing as hard, you're not tugging at that delicate skin around your eye. Whereas you use your index finger, you might do yourself some damage on your skin. I mean, damage, it's not going to kill you, but it's going to give you wrinkles. I don't want a lot for Christmas. You are welcome. Right, well, just so you can get an up close look of all the colours that come in that cube. Oh god. Just so you can see. So that's the lightest two. So this top one is like basically a silver, like a dark silver. This bottom one is a nice minty sort of, I like an aqua. It's lovely. These two. So here we've got like nice mermaidy sort of turquoise. This business, oh my days, it's like a smoky teal. Beautiful. Oh, and it falls out if you turn it upside down. Careful. Alright, so I'm going to go in with, I think first I'm going to take the silver. I'm going to do this inside section of, it's quite a stiff little shader brush here. I'm not sure I've actually used the silver. I so gravitate towards the turquoises and the teals. This poor old silver has been ignored. Do you know what? This is actually, I feel so annoyed that I've barely touched this. But I don't recall ever using it, and now I feel bad because it's lovely. Sorry. It made me laugh. You see that, there's a video all over the internet like last week of Mariah Carey's live feed singing this, like her mic feed. And I'm like, oh, Mariah's lost it. And at first I was like, bloody hell, I mean, her voice has gone downhill. I was thinking, that song came out like 20 years ago. That poor woman, leave her alone. She's done a lot of things since then. It's bound to have taken its toll on her voice. Good lord. Poor old Mariah. At least she'll never be quite as bad as I am at singing that song. Yeah, this is like, I mean, it is kind of silver, but it's got a bit of a little aqua or blue sort of shift to it, which is lovely. Right, next up, I'm not going to use that little aqua mint type one. I'm going to take this mermaidy loveliness. I'm going to take it on this flat, this stiffer end of this brush. And I'm going to overlap that middle section. I'm not going to try and get super thick coverage. I do not want to have really super turquoise eyes. I want to have the silver gradually going into that darker colour. Santa Claus is coming to town. So you see that? This is slowly sort of graduating towards the darker colour. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okie doke, so next we're going to go in that very darkest, that super dark teal. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty good match for that nail varnish. Huh? I didn't even notice that before. Right, so we're just going to put this in this very outer V, pull it onto the lash line a little bit, and just carve out a basic shape around the eye. But bear in mind, so what I'll show you again, doing is putting down some colour in that outer V, patting it down, and then with what's left on the brush, then pulling it into the V, into the crease and onto the lash line. I'm gonna take a nice fluffy brush. This one will do. I'm sorry, I know I'm trying to use like a high street colour here, but I need a pretty decent transition colour, so I'm gonna go for that one in Habit in the Vice 2. Any transition colour, any kind of skin colour you've got is going to work here. It doesn't have to be this one. It's the one I'm using because it's not far off my natural skin colour actually. Tiny little circles first, just to do most of the hard work for us, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm using this, which is one of the 24/7 Glide On Eye pencils. The colour is called Sabbath, and it is like a dark blue. It's the reason I've got all these lines up here. I was trying to decide earlier which one to use. So I am going to pull that along my lower lash line. I'm not going onto the waterline. And doing that again, really super attractive face. So that's not a perfect job yet. There's this little smudgy brush from Urban Decay. It's like a stiff domed brush. It's designed to smoke out their pencil liners, but obviously you gotta move pretty fast. So all I'm gonna do is just soften up that line. Drag it a little bit upwards where you can at the corner, at the outer corner of your eye. I'm going to take one across the top too, but I'm not going to take the same colour. I'm taking LSD. I'm taking the pencil that is called LSD, which I don't know if you can see there, but it's like sparkles. I'll show you that underneath. It's a bit closer to a royal blue than at that dark navy. And it's got some sort of micro glitter in it. And I'm gonna just sort of hug the lash line with that. I'm not going all the way across, only as far as sort of that turquoise goes in, where it turns into the silver. No more. Right, real quick, gonna grab this Rimmel Scandalised Rocking Curves mascara. I love this mascara because it gives you a really dramatic look. Sorry. Tell you what we're doing first, a little bit of blusher. Because I'm using High Beam as a highlighter, or I will be, I'm not going to take anything. Oh, this has got a bit of shimmer to it, but it's kind of pearlescent more than shimmery. This is from the Naked Flush palette. So I haven't used this blusher yet in any of my tutorials. So I like this one because it's got a little hint of like peachiness about it. It's very natural looking on my skin. Like it looks like a sort of natural colour that I would flush to, rather than rather than a sort of super unnatural pink. I hope I'm not doing it now. I can't really see how that's looking on camera, but I don't like it when blusher makes your cheeks look like they've been China doll airbrushed. Obviously we all want it to look flawless, but you know. The foundation I am wearing, I was gonna say XYZ. FYI is the more appropriate set of letters. The foundation I'm wearing is in fact not foundation, it is Beauty Balm Urban Decay, because I've been to work today. There it is. This one. I was toying with putting this on. This is my Body Shop Extra Virgin Minerals. The colour I have it in is 208 Golden Vanilla. I like to moisturise before I use it because it's a dry product. And because my skin is quite dry at the minute, I don't really want to put that on there. High Beam. I'm so excited. A little bit down the middle of the old nose there. I'm just going to dot a bit under my eyebrow. Because I've never used this before, I don't really know what the appropriate amount is to use, so I'm just going to take a little guess. Oh, I like that. I can see that little. Can you see that? Just a little bit of a pearlescent shimmer on the brow. I've got here. This is very high street price. It's like £3-4. You can see it's the writing's worn off because I've used it so many times. The lip balm, SPF 15. SPF, always good, especially on the lips, which is very delicate skin. And you know, you're going to keep them moisturised. Why not protect them from the sun too? That's what I say. It smells like peppermint. You want to take that? I'm not going to. I like it because this one is tinted. Bear in mind, I'm applying this over my Maybelline Baby Lips, which I've been wearing so much recently because my my skin and my lips are really suffering from the cold weather. Really, really dry and like cracked. So I've been just basically for the last 48 hours, I've had a constant layer of lip balm on. I love this because it's peppermint. When it goes on, you feel like going tingly. Really moisturising, absolutely lovely product. They've got it in several colours. They've got a clear one. I like this pink one because I think it's really it's really versatile. Sorry. You could put this on in the day for like kind of a wearable work look. Likewise, you could put it on in the night for a kind of, it's almost like a frosted pink, but I just think it's that much more wearable. Bear with. Lovely pink mouth print on there now. So yeah, this is the look. I mean, you could, of course, if you want to stick some false eyelashes on, you could do that. If you want to contour, you could do that. Yeah, I meant to say, I did actually do my eyebrows as well, before I came on camera. Before I started filming. And what I used was... I got it. Right, so I used the Benefit Instant Brow Pencil in medium, and I love this. My e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. But yeah, so this is the look I've created with my Birchbox product. As you can see, the eyes and the nails are a pretty good match for each other. Yeah, I really do hope that you found this kind of informative, as well as just me showing you what came in my Birchbox. Like, I hope that you enjoyed that I showed you things. If you want to see more videos like this, then tell me, let me know. So you can tweet me at CharlieShadow. You can go to my blog, which is charlieshadow.blogspot.co.uk. Charlie, E-Y, very important. A lot of people have spelt that wrong over the years. A lot of people are on my list. If you like the video, please like, please subscribe, please share. But I will see you again very, very soon. There's the next video. I've got two ready, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to put up first yet. And I will see you then. In the meantime, have a beautiful day.